welcome back to another voice analysis video. Today we'll be looking at the one and only Jennifer Hudson. Now she performed this song called For All We Know by Donny Hathaway, and it was a tribute to Kobe Bryant. I remember watching this a few months ago and it was just breathtaking. All of these things that she did with her voice, it was magical, it was hypnotizing, and I'm feeling really excited to be making this video. Hopefully I'll be able to share my thoughts on what she's doing vocally and to try and open your ears to really hear the voice in a different way. Are you ready? Let's go. Ugh, that's so corny.
For all we know.
Okay, I don't know if you noticed, but Jennifer started off at the wrong key. And to be honest, this was one of the most important events in the whole world at that moment. And so to perform under that kind of pressure in front of millions and millions of people on national TV and in the stadium, you can imagine what it would be like in her shoes. And so don't hate her because she's human, right? We all make mistakes. But what I really loved, you saw that little reaction that she did, right? She stopped immediately. She gathered her thoughts, took her time to reset, found the right key, and then she started again. And that's what makes a professional singer.
We may never meet again before.
Did you see what she did there? Wow, her diction is just amazing. And if you don't know what diction means, it's the way that you enunciate the words when you sing. So in this case, the word was before. She could have kept it small. Before. But instead, she opened up that vowel and turned it into a diphthong. Before. I've always said this, it's the little nuances that singers use that add a lot of dynamic into their singing to make it really interesting for the listener, right? They want to engage you. They want to share their message and their story with you. So how do they do that? They need to be able to find little ways to make that connection with you. Let's keep going.
Before you go, make this moment sweet again.
Wow. What I'm noticing with this particular arrangement is that she's sustaining and holding on to notes for a longer length of time. And she uses that intentionally. I find myself holding my breath when she does that. I'm just like, what is she going to sing next? Where is she going with this? What's the message that she's trying to say? I'm listening. I'm paying attention to you, Jennifer. That is something I think every great singer has. They've learnt and developed that ability to convey a message in a really effective way by pausing in between words in that section. Make this moment, make pauses, this moment. So as the listener, you're thinking, when she's saying make, you're thinking, make what? Make love? Make a cake? But then she drops it in. This moment. And then another question arises in your mind, right? Make this moment what? sexy, make it hot, make it memorable. And then she drops in the other idea, which is sweet again. And she holds on to the vowel in the word again. Wow. Amazing.
We won't say goodbye until the last minute.
I'm sorry, I'm just annoying you, but there's so much going on vocally. I really want to share this with you, right? So the part where she sings, "We won't say," pauses, "goodbye until." So what's happening in that vocal line? In the word goodbye, her AES has narrowed. And so you can hear a slight twang. It sounds a lot brighter. The voice sounds more piercing. That word goodbye sounds more piercing. And so it's getting your attention, right? So which consonant is she holding on to? She's holding on to the N. Until, and she drops into the till and into vibrato. Until the last minute. It sounds like her larynx is in a slightly lower position. And she's kind of sobbing that word. The last minute. And so when you hear that, it's very melancholic. It's sad. You know, the whole event is really sad. And so she has to make this song sound appropriate to the mood of the event. So here she's playing with that contrast of the brightness and the darkness. The brightness would be that twangy sound, the AES narrowing, and also the darkness, which comes from that thyroid tilt. Let's hear that again. Ow, twang. My head. So it's brightness and darkness, twangy and sobbing. Okay.
And my heart will be in it.
That part there, she raises her larynx a bit to sound more young. In my heart. So what she's doing is she's playing with dynamic, playing with different sounds to make it more engaging, to make it more interesting.
For all we know.
Okay, I know I'm stopping every few seconds, but right there, she used a vocal technique called a vocal bounce. Before we know. Did you hear that? It's the no. I think she used around 4 or 5 different vocal bounces. And it's a great vocal technique because it's just adding something different to your song. Right? This is her version. She's owning the song, she's making it her own. It's really different to Donnie's version. And he wrote and sang that song in the 80s, I think. And I love this new, fresh, modern, contemporary approach.
This may only be a dream. We come go like the stream.
Again, she's pausing after certain words. We come. Pause. And we go. So again, vocal bounces. Go. So she opens up that vowel in go, and then she protrudes her lips to end it. And her phrasing in that line, like, you can really hear the K, the ending consonant. Like, it's not loud. It's not like, because that's distracting and that's being over emphatic. What she's doing is very subtle and she's releasing it in a very subtle manner. Like the ripples. And the S as well. You don't need to make your final consonants loud. It's just a soft release. Like the ripples of the stream. Jennifer Hudson, you are amazing.
So love me tonight. Tomorrow's for some. Tomorrow may never come. For all we know, for all we know.
Okay, we need to go back and have a look at what she's doing because she's doing a lot, but in a very tasteful manner.
So love me tonight.
So I'm hoping that you're starting to listen out for that twang in her voice, right? But let me demonstrate and explain what she's done. That twang in her voice in the word tonight, in the vowel I. Tonight. Did you also hear the vocal bounces as well? Tomorrow was made for sun. On the word for, she opens up at the end. For some vocal bounces, and she holds onto the M and then releases it into vibrato. For some. Do you see how I'm holding onto the M for that?
Tomorrow may never come.
Tomorrow may, it's wide, may, there's a bit of twang. It's not completely twangy like this, yeah? It's a bit twangy to add that extra brightness to the sound. Tomorrow may never come. I love the way Jennifer ends her phrases. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. And as a singer, go and explore. There's many different ways you can end your phrases. So in this example, she used come. So what she's doing is she's holding onto the M and then she's doing two little vocal bounces. And when I do that, I'm feeling like a buzz, a vibration around my lips. It was quite itchy, actually. Let me scratch it. Scratch it.
For all we know, for all we know, for all we know, for all.
I love how simple this arrangement is. You've got a voice, you've got the pianist, and you've got the cellist. And that blend, that trio, it works really well. Okay, Jennifer Hudson is well known for her big, powerful high notes. She's soaring right here. She's using thick folds. Her cricoid is tilted. You can see that her body is very anchored. She's engaging her back muscles as well. Her larynx is high. Her tongue is in a high forward position. And again, there's a bit of twang in her voice too. And I love in that phrase, she moves from a big chesty sound and then she flips into falsetto. It's like, where did that come from? And then she goes back into a chesty voice. Okay, you can see that her lips are in action here. Thy will. The way she sings the word will comes into two parts. Thy will. It stays in this position and then it moves into a will. We will. So the sound is becoming more bright. It's opening up. Vocal bounces again. Look at her body. Look at the way she's standing, her posture. Okay, that part there. Oh man, she's holding on to it. She's sustaining and holding on to that note. Oh man. So she's slowly adding more cry into that sound. Oh man. And in that part there, she's adding more breath in. Amen.
For all we know, ooh, for all we know,
Oh my god. So after that climatic part of the song, it's big, right? It moved up to like a level 10, and then she brought it back down to a softer place in her voice. So as the listener, we're hearing two contrasting parts of her voice, and it's just beautiful. Twang. Okay, just an observation, but I really loved how she gestured her hands and pushed it down as she sung those high notes. She's a performer. It's so cool to watch. The way she ended that song was just magical. Those operatic high notes reminds me of Whitney Houston and the way she sung those notes. It's warm, it's clear, and it's just a beautiful sound to listen to. Yeah, the way she looks up at his picture in the end, it's giving a deeper meaning that he's in heaven now and he's safe. That performance was brilliant. That was a masterclass, for real. No one can touch Jennifer Hudson right now. She's on top of her game. I'm so excited to hear more of her and see more of her performances. Oh my God. That was good. That was good. So that's it. Thank you for joining me and staying till the end. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and click the notification bell. I'm really enjoying making these kind of videos. And comment down below what you've learned from Jennifer Hudson and what you want to try during your practice. All right, I'm out. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.